Okay. On to Metropolis. And hopefully the ship won't explode on impact this time when we land. Ratchet's piloting skills being something of an amazing feat. Big Al's RoboShack. A worthy place to make a trip to. If only because he is clearly amazing at shooting commercials. He is the finest mind of this generation when it comes to making commercials. You know it, I know it, he knows it, she knows it. Who am I pointing to? I don't know. No one in particular. Wish I had people to point to. I'm usually funnier when I'm with other people. By myself, I'd like to imagine I'm a real character, but when I'm with other people, boy howdy, do I manage to come up with some brilliant, brilliant quotes, if I do say so myself. Not to toot my own horn any further, but I could, if I wanted, cure all the world's diseases, provided I was with other people. But that's neither here nor there. What is here or there is that this is the third gold bolt I've got in about 21 minutes, so clearly I know my stuff when it comes to this game. Thank you. Now then, let's taxi away. How exactly does one taxi away? By standing on this taxi. You can't jump or anything. What you can do is swing. If you position it right, you can actually swing to the point where you fall off. The swing taking steps forward and the like. Anyway. Gonna go this way first. Whoop. I'm gonna go that way. There's something I forgot. I need to buy myself a blaster.
I got some.
Ta-da! Blaster. Useful tool. Extremely useful. Why is it useful? Well, it's the first ranged weapon you get. In fact, I have beaten this game with the blaster, using nothing but the blaster, and the device that lets me buy ammo later.
If you hold down the L1 button.
L1 is first person, and you need the blaster to get past that asshole. Truly, an asshole for the ages, but still. Requires slightly heavy firepower than a wrench to take down a helicopter. I know, some of you are disappointed. But that's just how I roll. I see a helicopter and go, boy, I can't wait to shoot that. Not, boy, I can't wait to smack it with a wrench until it collapses. Talking about knocking a guy into your business and killing him, by the way.
Saw the infobot. Remember, he knows Captain Quark.
Hey, you're that
Sure, the
robot
blood will
guy,
come off
right?
the walls eventually.
No, actually, I build robots. I myself am not a robot guy, per se.
Nerd.
I like him.
So, now that we've cleared that up, what can I do for you?
Well, we saw your infobot announcement. You were with Captain Quark. We're trying to find Captain Quark. We thought you could help us.
Your logic is commendable. However, I haven't seen Captain Quark since we shot that commercial. Say, do you run on standard XP18 sister boards?
Version 7.66.
Back at ya. I may be able to help you out after all. How does a helipack upgrade sound?
Upgrade?
Natch. Since he's a 766, I could have the little guy up and flying in no time. Of course, I'll just need my fee for service.
Yeah.
Okay, this won't hurt
Which
a
is
bit.
why I didn't buy the other weapon. In case some of you were wondering about that.
Ratchet, am I cool now?
Yeah, you the man, Clank.
You're welcome.
And that's the last we'll ever see of Al in this game. Much bigger role in the third
By
game.
using the
And beyond,
helipack's boost
actually.
jump feature to climb these boxes. Press the R1
But
button
yes,
to
oh, the
crouch, then
helipack.
jump.
It's a useful little thing. It's this game's glide function. Something that, while present in
Try using the
Spyro,
ride feature of your new
and Sly, I guess,
and then
the
press
second
the
one and
button
beyond.
in midair.
You get this almost immediately, and it's extremely useful. And fun. Fun way of getting around. A good speedrunner technique is that the little bunny hop is faster because he slides on the ground a bit. But when you get the old helipack, it's just moving like that from then on. This is a nice, quick way to get around. But now for the first skill point. Whoops. That was not skillful and therefore does not deserve a point. But this is, I suppose. Or at least the game considers it worth a skill point. You fly down here, and without doing anything dirty, stand between the robot's legs. Bravo me. So, in this game, worth mentioning, a lot of skill points are reliant on shooting crap down from the sky. That's not something we can do until we get a missile launcher, so... Those of you who are interested in those skill points, I do believe you'll be disappointed until I pick up myself a Devastator or a Visibomb launcher. They're still firing at me from up on top of the cliff. They think that's where I am. Another thing speedrunners will do is the old side jump to get on top of cliffs faster. Those are speedrunner techniques, but while I'm good at this game, I'm no speedrunner good at this game, so I'm just gonna play my casual self, nice couple hours for a timestamp. I'll be doing the optional stuff too. But enough about what I will and won't be doing as far as speedrunners are concerned. Obviously, I could beat it today if I wanted to, but I have work in a bit, so thought I'd just sit down and breakneck speed record Ratchet and Clank, see how far I can get till it's time to go to work. Figured why not. Damn it! Of course, a generator for these things. Yes, 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 you're all angry at me. You're all angry at me, and I do not care. I'm only here for the gold. Get real sick of this game shit. I'll say that much. No, I want to... Would you let... I kept trying to do the helipack, but it wouldn't let me. And of course it starts me all the way back here. Guess I need to stop talking so much good crap about myself and how I'm great at this game and just actually play the game. Take a second to slow down and appreciate the environment, you know, plan strategies, that sort of thing. Or just run past everything, that works too. Ta-da! That was so good that the stairs hadn't even spawned in yet on that ramp. It's just how good I am. Or how quick bolting through the level is. Alright, got it. That was close enough as far as the game's concerned. Feel like I didn't quite make that, but, you know, if games want to give it to me, I'm not going to argue with the game. Much easier that time around. Some of you may be thinking to yourself, you know, while he's clearly the finest Ratchet and Clank player I've ever seen in my day and age, this game still seems pretty easy. Well, Foul, let me tell you, this game does get much harder. There's a very, very steep difficulty curve right around Blackwater City. So look forward to that when this game suddenly gets a hell of a lot harder. And again, those of you who know this game, you'll know what I mean when I say Blackwater City gets infinitely harder than the rest of the game. That's the point where the game's like, alright, Sonny Jim, you've had your nice, easy lark and tutorial here in Ratchet and Clank. Time to nut up and play a fucking video game. we might have hooked you in with these first few colorful levels and low standard of difficulty and fun times, but now you're in our world, bitch, and you're gonna play this game how we want. This game's a bitch and a half to do. Or maybe it just gets harder, I don't know. I have a bad habit of personifying video games, apparently. Bit of a, bad habit, if you ask me. Couldn't be bothered to wait for it. God damn it. Got stuck on the box. My feet dangling half an inch off the ground. What a threatening enemy he is. We never see him again. But now then.
Greetings, Executive Chairman Drek.
Dispense with the pleasantries, Lieutenant. My sources tell me you're behind schedule. We
Schedule.
must prepare this planet to be harvested for our new world.
Yes, sir. As you can see, everything is moving along as planned.
I'm counting on you, Lieutenant. And as your former commander can tell you, I don't take disappointment well.
Yes, sir. I won't fail.
You know,
Drek is destroying yet another planet.
Yeah, but if that's the kind of help he's getting, I don't think we have anything to worry about.
You should not underestimate Chairman Drek. He is quite dangerous. We must find Captain Quark.
Look, that lieutenant doesn't seem so tough. Let's take him out ourselves.
Perhaps we can persuade the lieutenant to tell us where Drek is.
Now you're talking.
so, it's not quite the robot smacking his friend there that I like so much. It's the sinister laughter as he shoves his body behind a tree out of view of the camera that I find particularly amusing. It's that sort of dark humor I appreciate in my video games. That the other Ratchet and Clank games just lack for me. There's no... They're too funny, you know? They're trying too hard.
Fitness course. If you're strong enough, fast enough, and clever enough to beat my fitness challenge, you will receive a reward from my head trainer. Simply make your way to the third island to complete the course. Good luck. Quark Enterprises is not responsible for sprains, broken bones, snapped tendons, bruised egos, or accidental death incurred while taking the challenge.
Excuse me, Captain, but we have more pressing issues. We urgently need your assistance.
Clank,
Yes?
do you notice anything unusual about Captain Quark?
Well, I find the fact that he has a spring where his leg should be to be quite puzzling.
And why do you think that is?
Possibly an injury incurred while battling evil?
This isn't the real Captain Quark, you numbskull. It's a robot.
Oh.
He seems disappointed. Oh, Clank. You are quite the silly man. But yes, the other Ratchet and Clank games, the bad guys just seemed too buffoonish. The humor seemed too slapstick. This has a dark sense of humor, and the bad guy is, you know, a legitimate threat. He's competent in what he does. He's not an absurd character. Much like the one in 3 is. Despite everyone saying he's the best part of 3, and I agree, he is the best part of 3. But, you know, I like my villains to be a little more serious than that. I don't feel threatened by Dr. Nefarious is his actual name. Drek, on the other hand, he seems like a legitimate threat, a guy who's got his shit together. Doesn't feel like I could take a nap and, you know, the problem would
These
sort
moving
itself
walls
out.
also function as jump slots. Jump and jump again to kick off the...
I know, Jesus. I gotta turn these tutorial messages off somehow. Mostly by ignoring them. I don't need no stinking tutorial. This is my fucking childhood right here. And my childhood, unlike the Sly game, will not lie to me for this game. This game is awesome.
Listen up, you loudballs! That was the most pathetic display I have ever seen on that obstacle course!
What do you mean?
We finished the circuit, ma'am.
Oh yeah, but it is weak. Weak! Weak! The When I was competing, I would devour courses like that for breakfast.
Bet that's not all.
If it were up to me, you would drill for the rest of the day. But somehow you managed to impress that fool Captain Quark.
Captain Quark knows about us?
He certainly does. And worst of all, he wants me to give you a prize for that ridiculous performance.
Cool, what is it?
I'm supposed to give you a swing shot, so you can sway to and fro like little insects.
All right, let's see it.
Not so fast. Today, the two of you disgraced my obstacle course, so I am going to make you pay.
But that prize is ours from the captain. That's not fair.
Too bad. Life's not fair.
So, why does a robot need to be fat? And German.
Sweet. I bet Captain Quark uses stuff like this all the time.
Ha! Real men can swing without silly toys like that. The two of you make me sick.
Oh, I'm sure
Congratulations
Foul
on your
Motion's
new
already
gadget
developed a
and
crush
swing
on
shot.
her. Am I
Using
right?
its really versatile like the ones you
It's funny because he likes
target is
Ellie
out
from
of bounds.
Borderlands 2.
Use the L1 to clear terrain.
Everyone I play Borderlands 2 with has a thing for Ellie. Mac your Sony did too, now that I'm thinking about it. Maybe it's just Europeans. Bunch of weirdos. Hey, haven't you done everything on this planet? Why are you going back up on the obstacle course? Fuck you, that's why. I know what I'm doing. Don't you dare question me in my childhood. This is my business, not yours. I don't come into your house while you're reminiscing about things and insulting German people you play video games with. And say, hey, what are you doing this for? And I guess you didn't either, but, you know. Still. It's the idea that insults me, not the practice of it. Wish the camera would work better when I'm coming around that corner. Also, I don't know how I did miserably on this obstacle course. I did fantastic. Didn't cock it up once. But, you know, to each their own, I guess. Maybe to her, I just suck. Who knows? Alright, it's over here. I believe that's number 4. Might be 5. I think it's 4, though. Nope, it's 5. Silly me. Forgotten the one I had to snag from the clutches of the dogs. And boom, pretty much made back what I spent for the swing shot. I truly am a great Ratchet and Clank player. I'd love it if this took me to my ship right up there. Oh, hey, it does. I am the greatest. And the train's still there. That's a nice touch. Whole level wrapped around itself. It's basically Dark Souls up in here. So when we come back next time, we'll be visiting Iridia, I believe? Yeah, Iridia, at Outpost 11. So until then, see you around, ass clowns. I've been Token.